Hi everybody and welcome to Photomikes Garage. Of course today I'm not in the garage, I'm outside because I need to work on my 2008 Crown Victoria police car. I love this car, but recently I haven't been driving it because I've got a little bit of a leak from the water pump. And the water pump is fairly easy to replace, and so today I'm going to show you how to do that on a Crown Victoria. It shouldn't be too hard, so let's get to it. Okay, I've started the engine so you can see the actual dripping from the front of the engine. Let's go underneath here. You see the dripping? Right there. It's dripping all right. And right there you can see the weep hole. You can see there's fluid inside there, and also there's evidence that it has been leaking. Those little white marks off to the side there, that's evidence that it has been leaking. So yes, it's time to replace the water pump. Okay, the first thing to do is take out the pulley or loosen the nuts to hold the pulley on. And these are 10 millimeter. And let's see. Okay, they're not too tight, good. And that's loose. You know, I think I need a electric ratchet for Christmas. If anybody's listening, I need an electric ratchet for Christmas. Thank you very much. Okay, now we gotta loosen off this serpentine belt, and the way you do that. Okay, to release the belt, you gotta release this tensioner, and the way you do that is there's a little square hole right here, and your 3/8 ratchet will fit into there. It's kind of sneaky because there's nothing obvious until you figure that out. Put a 3/8 ratchet in there and we'll be able to get this belt off. Okay, I got my ratchet on, and see, it's releasing the tension off the belt. But I think I need two hands to get this belt off, but yeah. Okay, as you can see, I got the belt loose. Now I just take it off the pulley just like this. And, well, I should be able to work on everything. Okay, got the bolts off, so the pulley should come right off. Yep, no problem. We'll just put that over here. Okay, so now you can see the whole water pump a little bit easier. It's very accessible, but you can also see where the water is leaking out of the weep hole right here, like I was showing you before. That is evidence that, yeah, this thing's shot. The bolts holding the water pump in are all 12 millimeter. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four. Okay, there's at least four. Let's get that loosened up. Do this guy first because he's the easiest. Okay, they're not on too tight. There you go. That one's loose. Next one. Okay. That one's loose. Next one. I've got the bolts started, but perhaps I should have checked to see whether or not the part that I ordered from Amazon is the correct part. Let's take a look. Yes. I should have opened this box first. Here we go. Okay. Ta-da! Yes. That's the water pump. It looks the same. It has a rubber seal on the inside, as you can see. There's the impeller, all made out of metal. I like that. Yes, I was smart. I forgot what I ordered. But yes, I paid extra money to get an actual Ford part. Now that I'm making so much money in my life, I can afford original OEM parts. So this is a Ford water pump right there. And I recommend that you do the same thing so you never have to replace this thing again. So this looks like it's going to fit. All right. Okay, last bolt out. That is 4 high quality bolts. 4. Now it may look like there's more than 4, but there is only 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, can I use my incredible Herculean strength to get this out? Because this is undoubtedly the original part. So let's persuade this. Okay, my little persuader is not working. I might have to go to a larger persuader. Okay, prying on this thing is not working so far. Sledgehammer. Not working so far. So I'm going to try a screwdriver because these things are very hard to get off. This is the hardest part of the whole job, is just to get the old one off because it's actually inserted inside. So you got to sort of pull it out. Let's see what I can do. Okay, I think it's starting to work. Okay, bringing it a little closer here to see. I've had to use a screwdriver, a big one, to get in right where these ears are and just hammer it in to wedge this thing out, and it's working on either side, so I'm walking it out. Come on out. Yeah, okay, there she blows. Now I do have a pan down there to catch the overflow. Wow. I think I do. There she goes. Obviously you're gonna have to put more coolant in this vehicle after you're done. Okay, there's the old water pump. You can see why it was hard to get out. It has a lip and a seal that just gets frozen in there. And I did have to wedge to get this thing off, but it's off. I did it. So that's the hardest part of the job right there. So what I'm going to do, of course this Ford unit comes with the seal already installed. I'm going to grease that up just to make installation easier. A little bit of grease, and I'm going to check all the mating surfaces here and clean if necessary. Okay, using a little bit of wet sandpaper, I got the mating surfaces all cleaned up. It's ready to go. Everything's looking good. And I got my new water pump ready to go on. I've got the grease in place, so now I'm going to just insert it. Remember the weep hole, there's the weep hole, goes up. All right, thank you. Weep hole goes up. And that's how she's going to go in, just like so. Okay. I've got the water pump in place. I've got all the bolts in and started to hold it in place, but I can't get it all the way seated. And so I'm going to tighten the bolts up in a slow and even manner to draw the water pump into place, into its proper position. First I'll do it by hand, then I'll just slowly draw it on, and then this sucker will be installed. It's an easy job, but as you can see, damage was done. Okay, so all water pump bolts are on and snug. The water pump has been drawn on to the block. Everything looks good. Now I'm going to tighten them. I'm going to use a torque wrench, and the amount is 22 foot-pounds, which is not very much. 22, there you go. Okay, now we're making progress. Let's put the pulley back on, then the belt goes back on, and then, well, the job's done. Okay, I got the belt back on. I'll leave a diagram where you can see how it actually is going to go. It's a little confusing, but I got it on. I think I got it on correctly. And again, You just put your ratchet in there, and when you push on it, that releases the tension. And when you let it go, back to normal. So I think we're ready for a startup. Don't forget to tighten these bolts too. These little guys need to be tight. So we're almost ready for a start, but first we also got to put fluid back into the reservoir. All right, the job is done. There's no leaks. I did it. I solved the problem. Oh no. Oh, what do I see? I solved the problem, but I got another problem. As you can see, there's fluid leaking from the manifold area as well. Oh no. Okay, there you have it. That's how you replace a water pump in a 2008 Crown Victoria police car. Now you can see it was pretty easy, just a little bit of damage, but an easy job anybody can do. So save yourself money, do it yourself. And as you can see, I have another problem upcoming. It looks like my manifold is leaking. So stay tuned for the next video on how to replace your manifold, which is not an easy job. But anyway, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time.